Welcome back to Unfiltered Pool Sessions. We are on episode 12. Finally.
Yeah.
We're finally on a weekly filming.
Yeah, we're back at weekly instead of monthly.
I know, for reals. It's been better because at least we could talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Weekly recap. So we're going to go over weekly recaps first. Today's kind of going to be like a random episode.
Yeah.
Like we're going to do like answer some random questions or like some of the stuff we asked some of the girls on Instagram and just ask each other like random questions, and then of course our regular schmegler segments on Reddit, yeah, like am I the asshole or get it off your chest. So what was your weekly recap?
Oh, we took him to the water park on Monday.
Oh,
it started raining.
Oh yeah, I had people that were like supposed to go to the lake and stuff too, and they didn't go obviously because it was like raining.
That's all I have for this week, though. I mean,
like nothing exciting, different like that you've done.
I know. I'm supposed to get together with my friends this weekend, but we'll see if that happens.
Ooh, did you watch Vanderpump?
Oh, that's today.
Last night?
No, that's today. We watched today.
Okay, because
Why
I was
you watched
like,
it?
on TikTok, you know, maybe catching me up on stuff.
No.
But I was just watching like the little clips and stuff from there, but that's it. But I just remember seeing your thing last week when you guys had like the
the watch party.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, we have it today. I don't have cable, so I have to watch it on Peacock, and they upload it on Peacock on Thursdays.
Oh, okay.
But on Peacock, they release the uncut and the longer version, like the unedited, uncut version. So it's kind of better that way. So yeah, we're having that watch party tonight. So that should be fun. I'm so excited. It's hard because I have to stay off of social media because literally it's
you don't want to like no. Yeah, it's on my For You. I never watched an episode of Vanderpump, but
oh my God, you have to.
kind of know what's happened from the reunion and then like random clips, but otherwise I don't know too much. But it's juicy.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So that was mine. What about you?
Honestly, I felt like I had so much I was gonna say for the week, and then like I don't remember.
Not me gleeking. Do you have a napkin?
No, in the bathroom. Yeah, it's in the bathroom. Yesterday I did a big step and I deleted my personal account.
I saw that and everyone thought you blocked them.
Yeah, I'm like, why would I block you? I don't care who sees my my stuff, but no, I wanted to start fresh. I just felt like I had a bunch of like, I've had that page for so long.
You deleted it or you just like deactivated it?
No, I deleted it. Ooh. I actually first tried to deactivate it, but it kept showing on my thing still, like my you know how you have all your accounts like in that whatever. So I'm like, why is it still showing on here? So I click it, but that relogged me in, so that reactivated it. Yeah, stupid. Fucking remove it off my shit. Because I was like confused, like why does it still show I have a message? That's weird. And then so I click it and I'm like, did it not work? So then when I was like, why is it still going? So then I go back and try to deactivate it again, and they're just like, oh, you reach your limit to deactivate, which I only did once. And then they were like, you have to wait 7 days.
I was gonna say,
like, bitch, fuck you. I'm gonna delete the whole thing then. And so,
oh my God.
Yeah, I kind of just wanted to get off the grid for a little bit. And even though I'm on the podcast, it's like different because I felt like my personal account, like I was on that a lot more.
Yeah.
And I just like wasn't really on my business page. And then not only that, I do want to start fresh eventually and just like do a bunch of like POVs of like my travel or places I visited, like that, where it doesn't require me to like show myself all the time. And then like OOTDs with like no face. I want to be like, I'm not even going to tell anybody. I'm not even going to tell anybody where my page is. It's just I want to like grow it without like, do you know what I mean? Without like being like, hey, follow my new page.
Yeah.
I want people to be like,
find it on your own.
Is this her?
Yeah.
And wonder.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
A mystery.
I want it to be a mystery. So that's how I'm going to do it. Like, I want to do like my travels, my OOTDs, because there's people I follow where they don't show their face at all. And
really?
Their outfits, yeah. They'll like either have their phone in their face like this, or they'll just take a picture of the neck down, and they still do really well on their pages. I don't know if you've seen them. Yeah, there's a lot of like girls that have their page like that, where the girl's just like standing all like And you don't see their head.
I've seen that for like outfit inspos.
Yeah,
like,
that's literally, there's a girl, that's literally her whole page. You don't ever see her face.
She inspired you.
It's like, yeah, to be...
You're like, why the fuck do I have to show my face?
Yeah. Not that I just kind of want to be a little more... I don't know.
Private without being private.
Yeah, like,
yeah.
I just want to hide. If I could, like, disappear, I would. Right now.
Funny.
Like, I just want to disappear and go away.
Oh my god.
But that was, like, why I just kind of had a thing, and one of my clients, like, just do it. Do it. Just fucking delete it. And I was like, you're right. You're right. I'm going to do it right now. And then so...
I know, I have a personal one, and I created it after the fact. Like, years after my last one. Well, actually, my last one was a personal one.
Oh, and you switched it, yeah. Because I felt like the algorithm on my last one, because I changed it to so many things. So it was a personal account, then it was a hair page, then it was a lash hair page, then it was a lash page, and then it went back to personal. Then it went back to, like, me wanting to, like, blog more outfits, which I'm horrible at, because my friends keep bothering me to be like, you need to start posting your outfits and tagging whatever. They're like, how are you going to get freaking, what is it when... brands like whatever. She's like,
sponsors.
You don't even fucking tag anybody that you wear, and
that's true.
Then people freaking ask you where'd you get that, and then I have to go there and send the link, and it's just like a lot. So I'm like, they're like, if you just would do that on your page, no one would fucking ask. But I'm like, yeah, no, someone's gonna ask. I could put it in the caption, someone would be like, oh my god, where's the dress from? Like, you don't see it tagged in the damn picture.
They always do that.
Yeah, so I'm like, I think that's why too. I'm just like, people are annoying. I still have to like put it there. But yeah, that was like one highlight. I feel like there was something else. Oh, you know what I booked? And I know. Oh, I already told you because I didn't tell you about my belly ring.
Oh yeah, you did.
Oh yeah, that's like Sunday. But I'm like, I know I'm like too old for that. But
she's getting her belly button pierced.
Yes, but okay, this is why. Because when I had my lipo, for some reason the doctor wanted to go, like, he went through the belly button to do the lipo part, and then, like, I don't like how it scarred me, because it's fine if I'm, like, straight like this, but if I stretch, it looks weird. It looks like, because the scars on, like, both sides, it's like a little dot, but still it kind of scarred where the shape of the belly button, so it looks like, I don't know, like a weird donut or something. Well, maybe that's just how my fucking belly button looks. But I was just like, why does it look like that? And I don't like it. And then I tried going to one guy, like, I think in 2020. And he was like, your belly button's too small.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And I don't think he had maybe he just didn't have the right bar. Maybe his bars were too long for my belly button. Because my belly button is, like, smaller.
Yeah, but I don't know how you would think that kind of person would have, like, all
this
available.
Like, hello, you don't know what people are coming in with for belly buttons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, just have some for fucking little belly buttons too. Yeah, I just like don't have a lot of room inside, like in the thing.
In the hole,
yeah. It's like skinny, which is weird.
I'm sure you'll be able to find something. And even
I'm hoping she does, because she's like.
Have you seen her work, like, with belly buttons?
No, because they don't, on their page, they don't post a lot of because they're more like ears. And they do all, like, every piercing for the ear they do, but, you know, for everything else, I'm just like, oh, they don't show it, but when you go on Booksy, it'll show, like, that they do that. Right. And so she was only available certain days, so I'm like, it worked out perfect that she was available on weekends.
That's good. That's exciting.
Oh, and then I finally got my lashes done after taking a fucking month-long break.
And then she texted me that same day.
Oh,
and
yeah,
that's
I had 4 fall out. And I was like, oh, what is this?
She said, hi, I came in today and these 4 fell out. Can you fix this? I was like...
Can you put the 4 back in?
No, I'll
put it in a Ziploc bag and I'm going to bring it back. Can you...
I had to double check who I texted me. I was like, who the fuck is texting me this? Like,
because we were talking about clients that do that. Yeah. And so I was like, excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah, I was like, who texted me that? And I was like, Mary was like, bitch, she's fucking dumb. I was so dead. I was like, back on. Yeah, literally. But you have lash glue right there.
Yeah, no, I think it fell out too, because I totally forgot I had lashes because I was so used to not. And I was like,
she is the fucking biggest picker ever, and I literally was gonna be like, I know you did not pick, bitch, like, already,
it's
like,
been
already,
an hour.
literally.
It was literally like an hour. Was it an hour or, like, I don't know, it was still, like, a couple hours after I seen her, and she's like, I was like, ma'am.
She's like, I forgot I had them on. She's like, it's been a while. I was like, oh my god. And then that led into what the question that we asked on Instagram.
Okay, so we asked a question on Instagram, like, what is the
craziest
experience basically that you, or
what's the craziest thing your lashes have been through / cause of bad retention? But we wanted it to be R-rated. We didn't want it to be like,
because I've had some clients that said like
the screenshot.
Yeah, because I'm like, why do you have one side missing? Like, there's one that had like one chunk missing right here, and she's like, bitch, it was rough sex. She goes, I don't know what he was doing, but he had my face in the pillow. And she's like, just that part. I was like, just that corner. So it was like literally this corner, and I was like, oh, okay. But I was like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But I'm like, goddamn, like how far did he push you down in the pillow? Because
what kind of pillow was it?
I was like, definitely wasn't. What's the silk pillows that's supposed to like for your extension? Yeah. I was like,
you're like, use one of those next
pillows.
time.
Yeah.
I know. I was telling
and
Eddie.
She had just came from that part or that
night.
Yeah, it was like, I want to say it was that evening or the evening before. So she was like, girl, rough sex, and I was like, oh, that's nice. Must be nice.
That must have been really rough because they stay on pretty good.
Right? I was like, did it hurt? Like, or did it just pop off? Like, what happened?
Yeah. I know, like, aren't they stabbing you if you're like...
I think when you're in the moment, nothing matters.
Nothing
matters when you're in the moment. Because you're not thinking about how your lashes look.
Yeah, true.
Nothing.
True.
Yeah, and then my other
your most vulnerable stage.
The other one I was just feeling her, and mind you, this other client, she always has great retention.
Yeah,
always great retention. So she's been dating this guy, and for some reason, I'm just like what's happening? Why do your lashes or whatever? She's like, I haven't had good retention. She's like, bitch, it's because like he makes me choke when I dick, and so it's hard. She's like, I'm always gagging, so like I like to cry, or like he'll like face me on like the edge of the bed.
Yeah.
You know? I'm like, I could do a visual if you guys want to see. I'm just like, yeah. So she's like, so she's crying a lot. So I'm like, that's what happens with her. So I'm just like, oh my god. Okay, that is valid, ma'am. You've been crying. Technically, you could have just said you were crying. You've been crying more.
Yeah,
but she was just
literally.
like so
She had to
detailed
go
with
into
it.
context.
She is so funny. I was just like, oh my god, I love your stories.
So
yeah,
funny.
but that's basically what. Like her version. That's why we were just like, what's going on with your retention? So we were trying to figure it out. She's like, maybe it's that, because she's basically crying. And who thinks after having a like doing all that and being like, oh my god, let me wash my lashes after.
No, you do not think about that. You think about going to bed.
Yeah. He put her to bed every time, so it was like,
oh my god, I'm so dead. So that leads into that.
So then she had more, but that
Instagram.
was like my client stories. But Daisy asked on our, what was it, the Unfiltered one?
You didn't get any responses at all?
No. But I usually get more responses on my personal page.
Oh.
That's why I'm just like, I need to start growing
Yes, you do.
my lash page to where people are interacting a little more, because I feel like
they're shy.
Or I don't get as much views on my whatever.
Oh, okay.
But my personal one was the one that was like just like, maybe I got more
views and responses and stuff like
just
that.
like more interaction. There you go. More interaction there compared to like my lash. So I was like, oh, if I focus more on my lash, eventually I'll just grow that.
Oh,
you know?
for sure. It'll be at the same pace.
Eventually, yeah.
Okay. So there's like good. They're not bad, but like we were expecting like.
Yeah,
you know, R-rated, X-rated, you know?
I want to hear what you're meant.
But some are funny that, like, are actually, like...
relatable.
Yeah. So someone said, I had a client text me that, how does shedding season affect her retention if she don't go out that much? Like, it don't matter if you stay inside or go out, girl.
Yeah, that depends on the growth of your lash. It has nothing to do with like it's not fall.
She's like
it
I've been
doesn't
quarantined for like 30 days.
She's like, I haven't been outside. Why am I still shedding? Like late.
That's so funny. Someone said, imagine getting the worst chemical burn day before your birthday and the lash tag ghosts you. I wanted to see if there's more context with this because I'm like,
wait, what?
Oh, imagine getting the worst chemical burn
okay.
the day before your birthday and the lash tag ghosts you.
Oh, because she got it done. She got a chemical
For her
burn, and then
birthday.
the lash tech never responded, basically.
That
scary.
sucks. Yeah. Someone said getting my face smashed into a pillow with that ass tooted up.
With that ass tooted up. I feel like that's like a lot of...
relatable. Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
A lot of girls, for sure.
Okay, and then for the Instagram, because I was on the anonymous one.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so someone said bungee jumping, which I'm like, bungee jumping, you know, wear goggles.
Oh, yeah.
Because isn't that too much air pressure on your eyes in general?
Do you ever go on a roller coasters and then, like, feel your lashes going like this when you're on a roller coaster? Yeah. You don't feel it? Do you feel it? I'm just like, it literally
really.
It literally goes like this. And then, like...
Well, I've seen the videos when they're, like, on a boat and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I think it was that one where that girl was driving in the Jeep or something, and she's just like... Oh, and then Shay was on the boat. That shit was so funny. I was cracking up when she posted that. It's like... I don't know. It was funny.
It looks so scary.
Yeah.
Someone said crying. Duh. I'm like, but were you crying because you were...
Yeah. Like a
gagging?
good cry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or a naughty cry.
Or like... Or because your man
is
stressing you.
Someone said TBH because I'm stupid and forget I'm wearing lashes every 5 minutes. Mary.
Oh.
Or in the shower.
At Mary.
Yeah. Literally. Okay, these last two are so funny. Well, actually, there's one more, but someone said her man came on her lashes. Guess that's why they call them cumbrellas.
Cumbrella. That's funny.
I was so dead. I was like, oh my god, you guys, this is hilarious. Mm-hmm. And then someone said...
That's definitely relatable.
Yeah, someone said one of my clients said she was eating groceries and her lashes were on his crack. I was just like, dude, imagine you're doing their lashes right and they're telling you this and you're like, bitch, my hands are on this shit. Yes.
Uh-huh.
You're like,
you had your lash
that's a pube.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I'm like, that's not a lash. That's actually his pube from his butthole. Oopsies.
I'm so dead. Mm-hmm. Oh, fuck. That's
she said, imagine eating groceries. I'm fucking weak.
No, she was eating groceries. She was eating groceries and her lashes were on his crack.
I know, that's what I mean. Imagine eating groceries. The way she said it, like, instead of being like, imagine like eating his ass, she said, imagine eating groceries.
Oh my god. Okay, and then the last one said, this was actually my client, and I actually remember when this happened. She said, nothing more crazy, savage, rough than a toddler. My kid tests me, he ripped off a chunk.
Oh, I've had a few clients tell me that.
Have you seen those videos?
Yeah.
Have you seen that video? That literally is what happened to her. Like, he was like,
oh my gosh, yeah, I have seen that one. I've seen a couple of those.
That is so scary.
And the moms are like crying.
Yeah.
It's like a big old bald spot. Because sometimes it's their whole lash too, like the actual lash.
I was just going to say that. There's no way that your lashes survive with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I've had a few. And then the moms would definitely send it to me and be like, girl,
oh my
child. And it's hard, or like sometimes they do it in your sleep.
Oh yeah,
if they're
for
up
sure.
first and they see and they're just like,
yeah, and just try to yank, but like I react on time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're like that. I'll react to you.
Yeah. Oh, and then we had planned to our craziest sex.
Or like our worst sex experience.
Whatever, our worst,
like,
embarrassing.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not sharing mine. I think it's so embarrassing. I wouldn't.
You don't have another one?
No.
Guys, it's so funny.
Mm-mm. No.
You don't have any other one?
Maybe when I'm brave, I'll share it. No. Yeah. No, it involves anal. No, but I'm not gonna talk about it.
Everyone's gonna be like, "Oh, I already know." Like,
yeah,
I want to
you already
too.
know. Like, that was before I learned, douching and like cleaning. This was like, and I was like so young too. And then I was just like, oh my god, what the fuck? And it was like after a night out. And we were drunk, and I imagine all the food I ate that day, and then come 2-3 in the morning, and then I'm like, ah.
Oh my god.
Well, that involves that, and then we're running in the shower because.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And then
so like
funny.
From there, I was just like, okay, I need to figure this out. Like, how does it work? And so,
let me search up tutorials.
How do I clean out your butthole? Yeah. Did you ever hear Bretman's story? Okay, if you guys follow.
No, you told me. But
okay,
no, I didn't
so
know.
Bretman had a podcast, and he was talking about my family doesn't see this.
I know my family watches this
I feel
too.
like it doesn't matter because we've all experienced.
Yeah,
if
literally.
you don't, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry for you. You don't experience and play around. But Bremen was talking about how he's like, oh my God, when I lost my virginity, have you ever heard of painting? And he was like, they're like, painting, what does that mean? He goes, when you paint there with your, He's like, I never knew, there was supposed to be steps and do whatever, but obviously I've learned too. So I think from there, like, I'm just like, PTSD. I'm like, yeah. So that was like my experience.
But I mean,
I basically
people
said,
that like that though.
No, I do not want to smell nothing. I don't want to see nothing.
Well, I mean, imagine the people that like want to get shitted on. It's the same thing.
Yeah, that's where you go to Dubai.
Yeah.
Because isn't that the rumor? Like, you go to Dubai and they get shitted on and they pay you thousands and thousands of dollars.
Well, I've heard that there's like a black market about that.
Yeah.
But like,
I don't know that I could do that.
No, like, I need to be concentrated.
Yeah.
I need a toilet.
I'm like, how much money? How much money?
How much are we talking? I'm so dead.
Catch me in the morning. I'm very routine.
Well, I did hear that like people from Dubai, that a lot of people go to Dubai for surgeries.
Oh.
Because they snatch you up really good over there. So I've heard that the flights from Dubai and back, everyone's wearing head wraps. Yeah, you never heard that?
No.
Yeah, I've heard Dubai has like the best cosmetic I don't know, like.
Well, I guess places to get surgery.
Yeah, I swear. And I've heard it from a lot of clients too, because they're thinking about going like to get nose jobs over there too.
Oh, where they have really good nose jobs, and my friend always sends it to me. Fuck. It's like somewhere in the Turkey.
Yes.
Is that UK or is that like?
Oh wait, maybe I'm thinking of Turkey.
For surgery?
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like because that's where like
I don't know
the
why it's at
influencers
Dubai,
gone. Like that's why I think that's where Nikita Dragon or whatever went to, somewhere like over there. Mm-hmm. But I know they do beautiful jobs with nose.
I mean, all those people are snatched the fuck up over there.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
So I want to say.
Imagine that's like a 20-hour flight or however.
You might as well just stay there until you recover.
Yeah, literally.
At that point, like especially for your body.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But anywho, your embarrassing story.
Oh my god. Okay. So, granted, this was when we were like
kids.
Yeah, I honestly should have thought about the age so I could tell you guys, because I mean, he had. Oh, I think it was after. I think we were like 17 or 18.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds kind of old now, but like at the time.
But you guys were together since like literally middle school.
Yeah, that's true. I mean,
yeah, it's not like you guys.
Yeah. So I don't think many people know about. I don't think no one really knows about this, but we were outside of his house, and his house, his old house had it was his house, and then a big old huge front yard, and it was gated. So we were outside of the gate, and it was like late at night. And we were in his car, and he had a caddy. He had like a white Cadillac, and we were in the driver's seat, and doing our thing, like literally I was butt naked, and all of a sudden you see a fucking cop pull up like this with this flashlight, the car flashlight. I was like, oh, it was pitch black, so that flashlight is bright, and I was like, oh my god, you guys, the fucking car was like
steamy, foggy.
Yeah, he was probably thinking we were hotboxing or something, but I was like, little did he know, it was like my pussy hotboxing the car.
Yeah. All that breathing, that heavy breathing, literally. And all that, yeah.
So I literally hopped off that motherfucker real quick, and I was like, "Oh my god, like we're gonna go to fucking jail for like public nudity." Yeah. And I was
indecent exposure.
Literally,
is that what?
Indecent exposure, yeah, something like that. So I was like, "Oh my god," I was so scared, and we went. We just like ducked, but like. There's no one else out there, like, so, but, I mean, it was, like, on the west side of Tulare, if you guys know, so I'm, like, shit be going down, so I was, like, maybe they were looking for someone, because there was an alley right behind his house, so, maybe, but, I was just trying to think of anything.
I wonder if they saw, like, the car shaking or something. Do you think they call it the car shaking, so that's why they're just, like...
I don't know, but they were flashing that thing, like... crazy. And I was so fucking, I literally.
But I think there's a difference between steam, which is like, then you know you're having sex, and hotboxing. Hotboxing is just like smoky. Whereas like steam,
That's
when
true.
you're whatever, there's like a little bit of streaks.
Down.
Yeah, because of it's like
That's
sweat.
true.
Yeah, so I think they knew.
Yeah. I don't know. I was so scared, and I just hopped off, and I was like, dude, I can't. And then he left, and he was like, so like, I think he was like, you gonna keep going? I was like, fuck no, like, I'm not horny. I'm fucking like scared shitless right now. Like, I was like, my mom doesn't even know I'm here.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna end up in jail for having sex in the fucking car for being a fucking
and they gotta get you out and be like,
yeah,
Mom, can you come get me out of here?
Yeah. So
they took me in because we got in trouble too.
Yeah. And then,
I'm just like,
and then we were, because I was telling Mary about it the other day when I was doing her lashes, and I was like,
in certain comments, right? Like in certain when people hear that story, like say if somebody got and it's on, and people are like, why just not go in the house?
Yeah.
And why not find a bed and or get a room?
And I was like, those are the people that like get cheated on.
Yeah. I was like, for reals, because sometimes it's just like when you're that worked up, sometimes you don't. It's
Think
like,
about
here.
Yeah. In the moment.
Pull in somewhere and like, if you haven't experienced that or just like get that worked up with whoever you're with, it's just like,
it's a whole different experience.
Yeah. Like when things like that, when I see things like that, like I get it. It makes sense to why people just sometimes like do it wherever because it is what it is.
Yeah.
People like, it's just like you don't understand.
You gotta blow off your steam at the moment, you know? Like, you
gotta
wait like an hour to get home.
Oh, yeah, but, we gotta get home into a bed and, like, wait. By that time, that is gone. Like, you need to, like, live in that moment and just do whatever you can.
Yeah.
While he's driving to a destination even, like, it doesn't freaking matter. Like, do something.
Yeah.
And Daisy's like, they're gonna cancel me if I say that they cheated on. I was like, no, those are the ones that are in denial.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, people are gonna hate me if I say like
who cares?
That's why you're getting cheated on. But it's true. I mean,
it's just
who doesn't like to be kinky and fucking experience
have fun.
new things?
Yeah.
You know, like, doesn't that like boost up your adrenaline?
Yeah.
You know, like
it's the rush.
Like cars are tiny, but fuck, like make it work.
Literally, anybody can make it work
if
it's like whatever. Like sometimes it's just it is what it is. Yeah. Like if you have not experienced that, I'm sorry. And then what were we saying?
More than likely, the man is okay with it and wants to do it. I'm pretty sure, like,
he'll never be like, oh my god, no, we're driving.
Yeah. He'll never be like, let's go in the car and have sex. You know?
And, because we were like, oh, they probably get cheated. I was like, well, they're in denial. And I was like, my husband would never do that. It's like, what did I say? I was like, that's why he takes 3 hours going to Lowe's and he comes back with a fucking lug nut or a hose. Like, that's so it took you 3 hours to find a fucking lug nut, bitch. Come on, he's so fucking for real. Like, he's parked at fucking Home Depot or Lowe's for funsies. Like, man, just be fucking for real.
Yeah, BFFR.
He's been working so late. Okay.
No, yeah, for sure.
Whatever.
I would.
Like, be fun. I was like, no, because men, they are hornballs, and then they like...
Oh, yeah, they'll do anything, anywhere. Like, there's no way. Even if you think that your man is, like...
boring?
Yeah, no. You just maybe haven't taken that out of him, you know? You have to, like...
Or he's, like, too shy to open up because you're, like, no, I don't like that. You're gross. Because you'll judge him. You know, like, sometimes guys will feel judged.
Yeah.
If the girl's not open to that, then they don't want to open up to what they want because the girl's not giving that.
Yeah. Boring. That was it. It's just the stories now.
Oh, yeah.
I have 3. Okay. So now we're
going to ask questions to each other. Oh, we could do the stories first. Right. We'll do the stories first and see how much time we have. Otherwise, we could always ask the questions like when we're with Juan too. Because those were, like, kind of similar questions that I would have asked Juan.
That'd be fun, too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that'd be, like, a 5-hour-long video.
Well, that'll be enough for, like, a month.
Yeah, exactly.
We will be here. Catch us after next week. Catch us, like,
Enjoy.
Here, like, in like September.
Yeah, exactly. The
rest of the next year.
Yeah, the rest of the episodes are going to be just us and Juan.
Yeah, literally.
Oh, because actually this episode was supposed to be with Juan. But
yes.
Again, it was a surgery kind of type video. Mm-hmm. And so you'll kind of hear about why we had to, like,
postpone it.
Mm-hmm. Because...
Yeah. First it was me, now it was Juan.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll see what comes up next time. But no, we should.
It's never
we're still good.
I'm perfect. I'm just kidding.
I'm so dead.
Okay. So now we're going to go over our Reddit segments.
Okay, so the first one is, I found out my boyfriend is cheating on me with my friend and I don't know how to feel.
I don't know how to feel.
Okay. So I, 25 female, have been dating my 31 male boyfriend for roughly 4 years. This whole time I honestly thought we were happy and thought that everything was good between us. Sure, there were some bumps in the road, but nothing we couldn't get over considering he's the brutally honest type of guy, or so I thought. About our second year, we started having problems that we couldn't fix, and I honestly assumed we would break up, but once again, he just buckled down on our relationship, basically stating that one day he's going to marry me and that he can't wait to call me his wife. I later found out that this might be some form of manipulation, mostly some form of love bombing, because whenever we fight or argue, he buckles down on that we will always be together and that he really does love me. Mm-hmm. Well, everything hit the fan when I found out last month that he's cheating on me with who I considered was a very close friend. I've been having a gut feeling and I couldn't help myself, so I looked through his phone and basically found their conversation. This basically broke my heart because originally they didn't like each other since she claimed he made her uncomfortable, and that was one of the major fights that almost broke us up.
Wow.
I asked them both about what's going on between them. Stupid of me to assume they would tell me the truth, and they both denied it. After that, I mostly kept the whole thing to myself. My boyfriend knows I looked through his phone and started to sleep with it under his pillow, so I can't get to it. And I haven't spoken to my ex-friend since the day I asked her about it. Honestly, I'm waiting for a day I see her in person so I can tell her I know everything about them and that I want nothing to do with her or him. As for him, I'm waiting for a while to break up with him.
What? Girl.
He's currently living with me and my family, and he's got nowhere else to go.
Go with the friend, bitch. Like,
literally.
What? Like, why is she waiting? Like, that's so crazy.
This is one of the few times me being nice is a blessing in his case. I would never.
This is one of the few times me being nice is
literally
a blessing in his case. No. And the fact that he's obviously, like, hiding it now, too. If that's not already, like, guilty, like, what are you waiting for? Tell him he needs to go to your friend.
But I think he definitely, like, has her so tied around his finger.
And I get it.
She's not leaving, you know?
I mean, even after all the other stuff, I think she loves that he's just like, we're going to be together forever. Like, and most guys do that when they get caught. You're not leaving me, we're going to be together. It's like...
But the fact that they even were like, that was going to break them up.
Before?
Yeah.
And she's still asking about it. I was like, follow your intuition. Girls always know.
Oh, for sure.
You know, like, who, you know... I think a lot of times we do feel like who we...
You spot the red flags.
Yeah. But a lot of girls ignore it because they need to see proof.
Literally.
And then she sees proof and she's still like, I need to see more. Yeah. I need to catch them. And then even then it's just like, are you really going to leave?
She's like, I'm blind.
Yeah. For reals. What's that SZA song? I can't see.
Oh, no. I don't know.
You haven't heard that song? Oh, my God. It's funny. Yeah. It's basically saying that.
Oh, my God. That's so funny. Okay. The next one is, which one should I do?
Okay, that one's wild. I'm like,
I
know there's some girls that that
are this person. Okay. The next one is, when I was 16, I got bullied due to my looks by my friends. Now, 1 year later,
with all these friends?
I know. Now, 1 year later, they all want to be buddies again. So I, female 17, was horrendously bullied my junior year due to my looks by this girl I'll call Jess. We were the only two girls in a small private school.
Even the girls are red flag J's. They always use J's for like...
That is so weird, huh?
Yeah. I'm telling you.
Like out of all the alphabet.
Yeah, J's are always like bad. I'm like, I'll know not to name my kids.
Literally.
J.
So tension was bound to happen. We were friends, though. I've known her since I was 7. She was like an older sister to me. Things shifted when her boyfriend started to have feelings for me. I never reciprocated them back. Oh my God,
it's always jealousy, guys.
Oh, yeah, for sure. My boyfriend at the time, let's call him Xavier. Oh, that's not a J. Sent me many screenshots of my friend group. Note, it's all guys, plus Jess talking about my looks. Talking about how my body is gross. Talking about how no boy would ever want me because I'm so ugly. How I'm annoying. Why did she wear this? It was 5 whole pages on the Discord of them just talking mad crap. I was devastated, especially some of the people that contributed were my close friends. I was isolated for months after that. Nobody would speak to me or bat an eye. It was hurtful. 8 months later, Jess is not in the school anymore. She graduated and moved to live with a 27-year-old. Oh my God. My ex-friends want me back. They said that Jess changed and that they missed me. I'm torn.
Oh no. Jess changed, not for the better, clearly. I was like, Jess got worse.
Yeah,
if they're
for
like,
sure.
I'm like, she was already talking shit, like,
no, I think
in the group chat.
Oh yeah, like, they said that
was
she changed while they were friends. That's why they were being mean. I think that's what she means.
Who
like,
changed? Jess?
Jess, like, she changed within, like, the years of them being friends, so that's why she was being a bitch.
Yeah, but, like, the friends co-signed with her.
Literally.
When they were talking shit.
Yeah,
so, like,
imagine finding
you guys
out that,
are all
like,
guilty by association.
Yeah.
So why all of a sudden, because you're not messing with Jess, you want to mess with me now?
Well, imagine, like, you go on, like, Reddit or something, or Twitter, and, like, there's a whole fucking group, like, message or, like, something talking shit about you.
Yeah, it's just like, what
That's
the hell?
crazy.
Like, my boyfriend at the time, let's call him Xavier, sent me many screenshots of the friend group. Note all guys plus Jess.
And like,
so that's why I'm like, why
screenshots? Why was he in the group message too?
Yeah, why do they feel so comfortable telling your boyfriend crap about you?
Yeah, or why was he in the group message?
Exactly, and why Jess is in the group message with the guys? Like,
True.
Yeah, it's just like, that's weird.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, girl.
We should be investigators.
I pay attention. But see, like, the thing is, it's just like, that doesn't make any, like, clearly she has some kind of animosity towards, you know, her because her man, Jess's man at the time or whatever, liked her. Mm-hmm. So it's just like she wants to find anything against her to talk shit about her. It's just like, sometimes it's not about looks. Like, sometimes maybe he liked her vibe. True. And that's what it is.
Her personality.
It's like, clearly Jess, her personality is freaking ugly. That's why he's like more attracted to this person. So,
and she ended up leaving with a 27-year-old.
Yeah,
like,
and now she wants to make it about like looks, right? Like, she wants to almost see, when people don't like have nothing bad to say about you, they want to pick on your
looks,
or like things like that. Yeah, it's just like, that doesn't matter. That reminds me of like when people like that are picky are like, so-and-so's too good for this person, or I couldn't date a guy that's like this, and it's just like, you're a 5 at best. How are you fucking picky about looks? And not even with girls, but even guys, when they're picky about girls, it's like, sir, you have no room to talk and be like, oh, I need a girl that's like an 8 and a 10 or something like that. It's just,
but the fact that people even talk openly like that about like other
looks.
People,
it's just like, well, maybe they're not your type, and that's cool.
But that says a lot about you, because it's like, you don't even care. Like,
it's
honestly,
like,
guys,
does it matter how someone treats you? I'm like, do you care about
like,
that?
Some of the
I've never been about looks. Like, even for me, like, I always go for what someone does for me.
Not
like,
good-looking people, because that's a better way to put it. They're like the best.
They're humble. That's the difference. Like, people that are just not. I feel like when people make looks very important, that just is more of an insecurity, like, to make them feel good, like, oh, I need somebody that looks like this, because,
and then you get that person, they're a fucking asshole. Like, they treat you like shit,
and I'm not saying everybody who's pretty is an asshole. I'm not saying like everyone who's pretty is an asshole, but the majority of the time, people will deal with certain things. Oh, but he's so fine, and it's like,
that's all you care about, like,
girl, but he treats you like like, you know, when people want to judge other people for choosing somebody because they just see them, it's just like, oh, okay, so like how someone's being treated doesn't matter. It's just like, you look at someone and you're just like, oh, like, she could do better or he could do better, and then it's like, okay, but you're like a 5, so like, how are you judging anybody's looks at this point?
True.
That triggers me. No. I just hear a lot of people talk shit like, she ain't even that fine, or she ain't even pretty, she's so ugly.
I know, that's so
I'm just like, how about go after like her traits? Like, is she a bitch though? Like, is she mean to people, like, then be like, okay, that's valid.
Yeah.
She's an ugly person. Yeah. I don't like when I hear people are mean and talk about people's looks.
Okay, so the next one is, how did your Tuesday go today? Mine was going to a financial advisor and accountant today with my boyfriend and finding out he has a child. So that's,
So that's,
Okay, so I can't believe this is my life right now. I literally had everything I wanted and now I don't even know what to do. I'm child-free and in my 30s. I have a boyfriend of 3 years who I thought was child-free as well. We have been talking about moving in together in marriage for a while. He wanted to move in sooner, but I'm cautious and just wasn't ready. My parents are accountants and always stressed to me how important it was to know your partner's financial situation beforehand so you wouldn't be blindsided but could also make a plan together. I felt like I was now ready to move in with my boyfriend, but I told them my only requirement was that we had to go together. We had to together visit a financial advisor and accountant to lay out our goals and plans and also any debts we had. Everything was going well and I felt like we were good financially. No debts, good investments, etc. until I noticed a recurring amount being taken out of my boyfriend's account every month. He tried to move past it, but I was adamant and I found out that he is paying child support for his child who's 4. I'm not putting him down for paying child support for his child, but not once in the 3 years that we have dated had he ever mentioned being a father, biologically or not. In fact, he often made jokes about being child-free. The fact that he was evasive about the answers during the meeting pissed me off because he was clearly lying. We finished the meeting and I went to my house by myself. I'm now rethinking moving in and marriage while he won't stop calling me. I mean, if you can hide a whole child from me, what else can you do? I don't want to deal with this, but I can't believe he lied to me for years. That is crazy.
That's crazy because, like, so out of the whole 3 years that you've been with her, you haven't seen your kid?
Yeah. Or maybe he has, but he was just going behind her back.
Yeah, or being like, oh, I have to go here.
Yeah, I have to go to Home Depot.
I have to go to Home Depot for 3 days. For the weekend.
Literally.
That's going to be my joke.
Yeah. That is so funny.
But that's wild. I'd be freaking PO'd.
But then also, too, like, if it was a big amount, I mean, I don't know how
I think it depends on your income.
Because I was going to say, how would you not know, like, well, I guess they're dating for 3 years, so it's not that long. Cause
I don't think she had access to his money yet until they went here to see that recurring transaction.
Or, like, he'd be like, I don't know if he was ever like, oh, I'm broke, or like,
I have no money.
Yeah.
Unless he made really good money and it was
that's
like,
true.
Oh, you know. Yeah. So
I don't know what I would do, honestly. That's kind of a tough one because it's like, you're leaving me because I have a child. No, I'm leaving you because you lied to me.
But I'd be like, and you don't take care of your... I think that would turn me off more if he didn't care for his kid in some way. Like, yeah, you're paying child support.
She didn't say how old they were, huh?
The child's 4.
No, them.
Oh, them? No.
Oh, she said, I'm child-free in my 30s.
Yeah, they're in their 30s.
So they're old enough.
Yeah. They're established. They probably have established jobs and, like, whatnot. So, you know, they're probably set, like...
That is
for
crazy.
the most part. But, like, yeah. I'm like, how do you go 3 years and not know? Or, like, and not tell her. You know what I mean?
If someone has, not custody, sorry. If someone is paying child support, they could still have custody, right? Or no?
No, not always. Sometimes, like, maybe the mother has full custody and then he has to pay. Okay,
because I was like... But still, like, why would you hide that you have a kid?
Yeah. You know? Like, I would want to know, like, oh my god, like, why haven't you seen him? Or, like,
why
in the
beginning, he could have just been like, okay,
for him?
I just want to let you know, I have a child. He's, like, 1. Because she said that they met 3 years ago and he's 4. So he would have been 1. Like, he could have just been like, I have a 1-year-old. Yeah.
It's not like he just found out he like, a girl had his baby and then he's finally finding out, like,
and he knew. Whether he had custody or not. But, I mean, they're a year old. I don't know how soon they can get custody over. But regardless.
Yeah, like,
she could have been like, he could have been like, I don't really see him much, but I do pay child, whatever, like, that's it. Maybe she probably wouldn't want to be with you.
She would have known that.
That's why he was trying to hide it, because she was probably open
like,
open
I don't
to
want
him.
Kids.
Yes.
I don't want to date somebody with kids.
Yes.
But it's better to know now. Either way, now you got 3 years in and she's gonna leave you.
Yeah.
So it's like you wasted 3 years for her to leave you. It's not like the child was ever gonna go away.
And the good thing is that they didn't have anything combined or
that's true.
You know,
like the house and stuff. Because then they would have
imagined. Because she said that's what they were there for. It was to get their stuff together. You know.
I wonder if that's why he wanted to like marry and do all that right away, or like how he wanted to, how he was like wanting to. Because they talked about like moving in together in marriage for a while. Oh yeah, and he wanted to move in sooner. And he wanted to move in sooner.
I think maybe I was just cautious.
So
he would tie her down and she'd be like, "Oh, bitch, you can't run now."
Like he has something on her to where it's like they have things together.
That sucks. But like, why would you try to? I don't know.
Who knows how people's thought process is?
Yeah. That's really mean though. That's so hurtful.
It is. Like, damn, after 3 years. I guess it would depend on like how much you loved him to like stay, you know. But it's just like, man, if you lie about that, then...
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, yeah, that's exactly what she said, too. Like, if he could lie about that,
about hiding
that would be really hard.
Yeah. Trust issues, for sure.
Yeah. That would be like a... Yeah, I'd be, like, super turned off or something. Or, like, an ick for me.
Literally.
Like, it would, like, turn me out to where you couldn't see them the same, basically.
Oh, no, for sure. You just see them as a liar.
So that would be really hard. Ooh. It says, have you ever peed in the shower? Obviously.
Literally.
I have
the first thing I do.
Just let it drip down my leg.
Sorry, you don't want to pee after you wash your body.
I had a friend... I remember I had a friend, she's just like, ew, I think people who pee in the shower are so
I've
disgusting.
heard that too.
I can't pee in the shower. Like, I just can't do it. I'm like, ooh. Then you're gonna think I'm disgusting.
But like, I don't understand how people, and you know what? I've actually heard this a lot lately. People don't scrub their legs or wash their legs.
What do you mean?
I swear to God, I've heard that so much lately.
They just do their privates and up.
No, they literally are like, oh, well, the soap runs down my legs, so I consider it. But I'm like, girl, what if you were out in mud or something?
Like your ankles or your feet. Like,
no, people say they don't scrub.
Especially
and they never
in the summertime. You know how, like, in the summertime when we wear sandals, I'm like, ew, my feet are crusty.
Yeah.
Like, they get all, like, yeah. So I'm just like...
Yeah. Isn't that so weird?
That's weird.
That's a very weird thing that I've been hearing lately, and I'm like, y'all are nasty.
The water runs down. Like, is that going to scrub it off, though?
The water runs down all black. Like, okay. It's dirty water.
For reals.
Yeah, that one's weird for sure.
What is the biggest misconception about you?
Oh, I know it off the top of my head.
Yeah, what is
that? I'm a bitch.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I've heard clients tell me.
That I look like a bitch.
No. Oh, yeah. No, not that client. Some of my clients like, she's mean. But because you're more assertive with, like, your rules.
Oh, yeah.
And I was just like, no, she's just like,
yeah,
more assertive. I'm just more like, I'm different, I guess, in that aspect. But
yeah. No.
She's not a bitch.
I don't mean that way. I mean, like...
Oh, like, at first impression, like, people think...
Yeah, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, that would be, like, a misconception that people assume you're a bitch.
Yeah, for sure. But
I used to get that a lot in high school. Like, the girls that are my friends now, they're like, you look like a bitch and conceited. I was like...
Oh, I just
thought that I looked like maybe,
a bitch.
But I'm not a bitch. Okay? I'm like...
We should all be conceited.
Yeah, exactly. You guys should all fucking be conceited.
Yeah, no, I do... I have gotten that about, like, when they first met me, that's what they thought about me, but, like, once I opened up with them, like, they thought, like,
they're
dude,
like, oh my God,
yeah.
You look nothing like, or you're nothing like you look.
But I do have a really big resting bitch face. Like, if I'm, like, just chilling.
Yeah.
You're
like,
so
I'm actually really happy right now, but.
Yeah.
Or, like, you know what I am
serious face.
Yeah. I think when I, like, open up gifts and stuff, or when I get gifts, my face is straight, so it's, like, hard to tell.
My smile is, like, up here.
Really?
Yeah.
Not me. I'm just
I'm crying because, like, it's so emotional.
Yeah,
and
I
shy.
think I am like that. Yeah, I think maybe it's more shy, but, like, for the most, I'm like, oh my God, this is so nice. Thank you.
And then the person's like, bitch.
Are you happy? Yeah. I remember Juan got me.
They're like, bitch, let me get that back.
Give it back. I know even, like, Juan, I think when I've opened one of my gifts, it was like when we first met, too. Yeah. And he's like, do you like it? I'm like, yeah, I like it. And he's just like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah. I'm just, like, not very expressive. I think when I'm excited.
About it for, like, a month.
He probably still thinks about it. Like, I don't even see her use that shit at all. You know, but yeah.
I think that, like, if I'm not the usual way that I am around you, I think that says a lot about you.
But you're not comfortable.
Like
if you think I'm a bitch,
because there are specific,
I don't like you.
Yeah, there's specific people that I can't be like myself around. Yeah,
it's true. Like you're more reserved in a sense. Like so, then it comes off like that.
Yeah,
I think other people's also. I feel like what the misconception is that like I think people assume like I'm like a sugar baby too. I'm like, please, I wish I was.
Oh my god!
Or like I do something for money.
Okay,
you know?
Eddie said not to say this on here, but I have to because you said sugar baby. Okay, so yesterday I was on. I was telling him how I fucked up on a Starbucks order and I ordered it somewhere else, whatever. And I ended up. I told him I was like, but it's okay. I used a gift card that I had, so it wasn't no money lost, But I was still hurt because that could have been a coffee for me. Literally. So I told him that I reordered it to our usual location that we order from, and he was like, how do you have so many Starbucks gift cards? And I was like, because clients give them to me, That's
how they gift.
Yeah, they always gift me.
You can't go wrong with Starbucks.
Day,
literally, I'm
birthday.
Just like I'm there every fucking day.
Yeah, okay.
Almost, so like, please.
Literally. So like my Fabby, she came the other day to get her lashes done, and we don't really text on text. We message each other on DM.
Yeah.
So she texted me and she asked me to come, like, if I got my confirmation text for my brow appointment, and I was like, oh yeah, literally, like I'm gonna show you. I was like, a gift card? Huh? So, look. So, I was texting her and I was like, what the hell? And she had sent me a Starbucks gift card, which I knew because I replied to and everything, but I never saved it. So, that was another gift card that I had to add on. And Eddie was like, he's like, so that's the only gift card you have, like, proof to? And I was like, no, like, I have others, He was like, I don't know. What if, because I always tell him, I'm like, because he's always like, I'm like, dude, we can be rich if I do feet pics. And he's always like,
literally.
He's always like, no,
I always
like,
say that.
I'm like, dude, we could be like debt free, like.
Yeah.
And then he was
I was like, I'm gonna have my clients like, can you take off your shoes and socks? But I'm gonna be like, hold on, just keep their feet. I'm like, just keep your eyes closed for a minute. I'm just gonna take some pictures while your eyes are closed, but I'm at their feet, like.
You're like
putting back like. Some in the background, like,
so dead. Imagine.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
I was like,
so then
if I want a second job, I'm gonna take pictures.
Yeah, for real.
Like no shoes and socks here.
Yeah.
I don't want no one bringing
it's
socks.
Like winter. It's like winter. You're like no socks.
Yeah.
They're like, what?
I was like, I got the heater on, girl, but I don't want socks or shoes on my table.
And I need your feet done.
Yeah.
I need petties.
Yeah.
So I
you need a pedicure before you even see me for lashes.
Yeah, for real. So he was like, I don't know. He's like, I'm starting to think like maybe you're asking for Starbucks gift cards in return for feet pics. I was like,
okay, and what about it?
No, I'm like, you think my feet are worth Starbucks?
Oh, you're like offended. Give me?
I am like, if I'm fucking selling feet pics, we're fucking rolling in dough. Like, I'm not asking, oh, you want a feet pic? Send me a Starbucks gift card. Like, bitch, no. Like,
no, I'm telling you, like,
so dead. I told him, I was like, I'm talking about this on podcast tomorrow. He's like, no, they're gonna think so bad about me. I was like, no, like,
it's like something that I feel like it's something a man would say. Like,
yeah, but I was like, coffee for fucking feet pics, like, bitch.
In exchange for Starbucks gift cards, I'm selling feet.
Yeah.
Pics.
I'm like, that's just, my clients love me to give me fucking Starbucks gift
No,
cards.
I'm telling you, like, I seen a story. I tell everybody this. I was like, I seen a story on Snapchat. Snapchat be showing you all people's story. And this girl, she had, like, I mean, her feet was not the best. And she was bringing in money because she said the majority of her money that she makes is from, like, people requesting, oh, can you get a pedicure and send me videos of you getting a pedicure. And he paid for the pedicure on top of paying her. I'll go right now. Wherever you want to go. You want them to scrub my feet too? Yeah. What do you want to see in the video? Or like they'll request like, oh, put it, like dip your feet in like
sand or something.
Sand or like like some kind of like chocolate syrup or like something because they like weird stuff like that. Like people have weird fetishes. So like they want you to do certain things with your feet. And that's how she was like, that's how I did it. And I was like, wow, it's that easy. Yeah. And
I'm like, babe, do you have chocolate syrup?
Yeah.
Do you have peanut butter?
You're like, I want to try something. Can you film it? They'll be like, why do you want to
Oh my
film stuff
God.
with your feet?
Literally.
I'm like, you know what? Mind your business. I just
He's
I
like,
just want to spice things
yeah,
up.
he's always like, I don't know, you just talk about feet pics a lot, like about doing it. I'm
Yeah,
like,
feet
because we
finder.
can be fucking rich.
I was like, yeah, I'm doing this for us.
yeah, literally.
I was like, let me use your feet pics.
Yeah.
I was like, your feet look more. I don't know.
For real, huh?
Guys' feet is like pretty nice for the most part. Most of them.
They are. He
I'm
doesn't
like,
like. I always want him to go to get a pedi with me, but he's always like scared.
Shy. Oh.
Yeah. I'm like, for sure, they don't talk shit about it, but fuck it, you know.
Yeah.
They talk shit about mine, dude.
I'm sure that's what they're saying.
Yeah.
In their language.
Yeah. It's okay.
But
I want to learn. Like, have you seen the videos of like on YouTube and TikTok where they learn their languages and like
what they're
they
saying?
They go and they're talking shit and they reply and then they're like,
oh my God.
yeah, it's so funny.
You're like, oop.
Yeah. I wish there was like no, I was like a Mexican version of it. I'd be like, ¿Qué dijiste, güey?
I'm like, ¿Qué dice? What does that mean?
What is she saying?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Mary like knows like a little bit of vocabulary in Spanish.
Just a
She's like, you told me one time.
Poquito. No,
that's
I know.
Yeah.
I was like I'm trying to say it in like
Poquito?
Poquito. But I know that's like not how you say it. I know Juan listens to me read Spanish. He's like, why do you sound like you could speak it? And I was like, I don't know. It's if I read it, like I'm gonna like do it in the like I'm gonna try to like sound like I know what I'm talking about. But then I get embarrassed because they're like, why are you trying to talk like us? So I just say it.
That's so funny.
In my American accent.
Yeah.
I want a tostada. Like that's how I would do it. Where like, no habla español. Thank you.
So funny.
I know I get so many people that DM me and they'll speak they'll write in Spanish and I'm like, oh, no habla español. They're like, oh my God, sorry, and then they'll like send it. I'm like, my name's Mary. Translate. Yeah, my name's Mary.
Not Mari.
Thank you. Yeah. They're like, you're not a Maddie? No, Mary. Mary. Yeah,
oh my God.
It's like, that's kind of like that too. People are like, what the heck? I had somebody tell me too, I would have never thought you were like Asian. I look Asian as fuck. Like, well, maybe I think because people they think like I'm supposed to look like, I don't know. I think, I'm like,
I feel like you could pass for a mix.
Yeah. I was like, do they think like the only Asians they see are like Chinese people or like Korean, like maybe they assume like that's standard. Asian. I was like, you know, there's like a big range of like, you know,
for sure. Like even Hawaiian? No, not like a
Filipino, Samoan, Cambodian. There's Thai. So again, I think I said it in the first one. I was like, no one knows what Laos is.
Yeah.
Or Laotian. So I'm like, I'm just say I'm Thai.
Yeah.
Everyone knows Thailand.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But they just wouldn't assume that. But anywho.
Okay, next question.
Next question. Okay. Did you ever have a celebrity crush?
I did when I was younger.
Who?
The Jonas Brothers.
The Jonas Brothers?
I would literally kill for them, like.
Yeah. Nick is still very handsome.
Well, at first, I never liked Kevin, first of all. Still to this day.
Is Kevin the oldest?
I don't know, but he was just, he wouldn't really sing. I mean, he would sing, but he would be more the guitar. He was always on guitar. Yeah, so it was always, I always had a crush on Joe first, and then it was Nick, and now it's Nick. So.
Nick is, I just love him.
Yeah. But now I don't really have, I think that there's a lot of really handsome, good-looking old, I think I like the older men better.
Yeah, now? Or you mean
Robert Downey Jr.?
Yes.
Beautiful man. When I think that guys are handsome, I literally will call them beautiful. Like, I don't think, I won't call them hot or sexy. I'll say beautiful, like, because they're fucking beautiful. You know?
I'm trying to think of who.
There was someone else that's older.
Yeah, I think when I see them, I'll know their name.
Yeah, same. I always know Robert Downey Jr. at the top of my head, though, because I think he's so handsome for, like, his age.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
I think my little crush when I was younger was Nick Carter from Backstreet Boys.
Oh, yeah, that one's, like, everyone's.
Yeah, I had him all over my wall during the NSYNC and Backstreet Boys time. Yeah. But now I'm just like, no, he's definitely not my type anymore. I don't know what I was thinking, but I was like, my type changes.
You know who was before too? John Travolta from during Grease.
Oh yeah,
Because I would watch Grease all the time.
Johnny Depp is actually one of my faves. Johnny Depp and Keanu Reeves.
Oh, I don't know.
Yes.
I know the name. I just don't have a picture
Keanu Reeves.
to the face. Oh, my God. The only Johnny Depp I didn't like was Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, which that was my favorite movie, but he just was like
him in there. Yeah, but that was like...
He wasn't cute, you know? Like,
yeah.
I don't know about the bob.
Yeah. The bob wasn't giving.
Yeah, the bob wasn't bobbing.
The bob wasn't bobbing. For real. I was like, he had to look like that, so it wasn't his thing.
I had a lot of Mexican ones, like from novelas. I had a lot of those, actually. I would, like, fantasize about them, but, like...
Yeah, see, I don't even watch that.
I don't know the names, so...
Yeah, you're like, I don't know their names.
Yeah.
Like, their real names? You only know their,
No, I can see their faces in my head, but I don't know the names, so...
You're like, I don't know the names, yeah. Ooh, what is your biggest insecurity? If you have any.
I will say, it's not a big insecurity, but I do point out my ears a lot.
Really?
Whenever I pull my hair back up, I want my hair, I like my hair to kind of pin my ears back. And I know you can get that surgery done.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm terrified. I'm like, ooh. But I would say my ears and my nose. Like, if I could, I would get a nose job for sure.
Really?
Oh, yeah. In a heartbeat, I would fucking go.
We'll go to Turkey.
Oh, yeah.
Just kidding.
For sure. We're going to be like this.
Yeah.
Coming back. Yeah. I think that's it. I will say.
That's our next podcast.
Yeah, literally.
We're going to get our nose done.
Yeah. No, I think a lot, I mean.
Of course, like, I don't see anything wrong with, like, your nose or your ears. Because I'm like, what are you talking about? But I think we're
our own worst critics.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think, like, I don't know if people are going to be like, oh my God, bitch, like, you need to love yourself. But I think, like, a lot has to do with Eddie. Like, always pointing out that, like, he loves the way I look. Like, I think he's the one that feeds the security back into me, you know? Which I think should be that way.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's why I feel, like, really comfortable within myself, especially, like, after having a baby. You know, you get mommy pouches, you get, like, you know, like you go through that phase.
Like, he
if you have a baby, you know.
It instead of, like, being like, you need to,
like
lose that or...
Yeah.
Because I do hear that, too, where the guys kind of come for the women, and I'm just like...
Yeah.
I was like, you look like you had a baby, and what is your excuse?
Literally.
I'm the one who had a baby. That's why I have a pooch, but why do you have a dad bod?
Literally.
Well, that's why they call it dad bod, maybe. Yeah. But then, like, even them, they'll criticize their wife about how they look after having a baby.
And even him, sometimes he'll be like, oh, like, I have to work out. Like, I have to, like, get a six-pack. But I'm like, honestly, like, I don't think I like you as much. Like, the dad bod is, like, hot, you know?
It is, yeah.
Like, I don't know about the abs.
I don't know. I go back and forth. I had a client actually ask me the other day, like, could you be with somebody who had, like, abs and, like, all that? I'm like, yeah.
I mean, yeah, like if you met them that way,
yeah,
you know?
like,
but, like,
I think that would be attractive because it would almost motivate me, too. Like, I would like to be, like, okay.
It would be a healthy lifestyle for both of you.
Yeah. Like, I think that would, like, help me and motivate me, but it doesn't, they're just like, I don't know that I would like it. Like, I don't know that I would want somebody's, like, chiseled abs on my body. I'm like, okay.
That's true, though.
I never thought about that. But I guess it depends on how...
Your preference?
Yeah, your preference.
I mean, here we go talking about looks. Earlier we were like...
Yeah, I'm like, I don't have a preference because I like all. That's what I'm...
Yeah,
that's what
true.
I was just saying. Like,
but some people do.
Her preference is no abs.
Yeah,
please,
mine.
give me the dad bod, but not that dad bod. Like, medium in the middle.
Yeah, medium.
Yeah. Actually, another client of mine, she said, you know, she was used to having somebody like taller and slimmer, but her man now, he's a bigger guy. So she's like, I had to adjust on how we have sex because he's bigger. So she's like, I have to kind of like position myself differently, and I can't do certain positions I normally would do, you know, or whatever. And then I have people that say even height makes a difference. Like when the guy is extremely tall and the girl is little,
like Katie and Carla, I'm like, damn.
Yeah,
because
there's certain positions that you can't do with somebody shorter, and like there's certain things that you could do if you have a taller girl and you're very tall, like there's certain positions that could be done.
Yeah, like what I can do with or without heels is different.
Yeah,
I'm short as fuck.
Yeah, I'm like if they're tall, if they're both like one's tall and one's really short, I'm like, do you guys ever like stand and fuck or no? Or do you have to be on a stool? I'm like, do you have to get on a stool?
Or the guy has to be on his knees, which you're not standing.
No, yeah. But then he'd be too low then. If he's on his knees to be her height.
Or like, you know, like kind of like...
squatting, bending down.
Like one leg up, another one like kind of lean down.
Yeah, maybe. Like he'd have to adjust differently. I'm like, how does that work?
I've always wondered that. Literally,
Yeah.
and when I see a couple like that, that's the first thing that comes to my dirty head.
Bitch, me too. I'm just like, how did they do that? I'm like,
I always
I wonder how they, I thought I was the only one. I'm like,
no,
disgusting.
I always think about that. Always.
Yeah.
Oh.
I was like, I wonder if they only do 2 positions.
Or like,
I'm like, I wonder if
like
they...
doggy too. That'd be hard because if her knees are shorter and he has longer knees, doggy wouldn't be possible.
You'd have to put her on a pillow, like a booster.
Yeah, like 3 pillows.
Yeah. Yeah. To be like, all right, that's good. Hike you up. Yeah. That's true. Yeah. Or he'd have to be like standing on the edge of the bed, and she'd have to be...
Yeah, but I mean, it depends on the bed height too.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, these are all the things that go into my head.
Tell us how... Yeah. I was like, I don't know why
you guys are tall.
No, if your man's tall and you're little. Or if you guys are the same, because I feel like there's just a lot more you could do when the height difference is very similar.
Yeah, for sure.
Versus like...
But I've also thought about the girl being taller and the guy being shorter. Have you ever thought about that? Like Joe Jonas and like, his wife. She's tall.
No,
she's taller than him.
Me and Ralphina.
That's true.
Yeah. I'm like, it works, but...
But I think it would be more... easier if the girl was taller rather than a girl being shorter.
And then a guy being really tall.
Yeah. Because the guy's doing the work.
Literally, yeah. The guy's doing the work where all she could do is be on top.
Yeah, boring.
Yeah. That's why I said, I was like, that's why I said... Yeah, that's why I said they only got 2 positions. Cause like, or like a couple positions.
Or like on the side.
Yeah. There's like certain things that maybe they don't do as much. I don't know.
Yeah.
And it depends on the girl, because I feel like
it's all up to the girl.
Me exposing myself, like, I watch a lot of stuff. Yeah. And I'm just like, they make it work.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
But if they're that open to be like...
Like, every 5 minutes, switch.
Yeah, switch.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah, we're
just... What did this lead from? What was it called?
Our insecurity. It went from insecurity to that. Yeah. That's funny.
I'm so dead. Yeah, no, I think...
Our fucking dirty mind always fucking goes to that. Because I'm like... Oopsies, I didn't mean to talk about that. But everything always leads to that. Yeah. I could talk about anything.
Yeah.
I could see a waterfall and be like, me. Or like, well, why am I like this? Why do I think like that?
You're like, I see icing and I'm like, same.
Yeah. Same. Relatable.
Yeah.
Cream.
Literally.
Yeah, us talking about freaking lotion earlier. I'm like, yeah.
I know she was thinking the whole time.
Like, Eddie's gonna love the lotion, I promise you. Like, if you start using that lotion, like, he'll love it.
Yeah.
She's like, I have
No, she was like, he'll want to fuck you all the time.
She's like, what did you say?
I was like, I could fucking smell like a dog and he'll fucking still fuck me.
She'd be like, you smell like wet dog. So sexy.
I'm so done. Okay, what's the next question?
Oh, but I didn't say mine.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm like, well, I don't have any, so. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, I have a lot. Like, No, I don't. Not really. Like, you know what it is? It's like imperfections I see.
Okay.
But I've learned to embrace it. Because I'm like, well, like, I don't have the best skin. Like, I don't think I talk about it too much, but I like keloid a lot when I was like in high school. Keloid, like the raised. So remember like this? How I have raised scars?
Oh, yes.
So like, I used to break out a lot when I was a teenager, like on my body, and I didn't know this, but I didn't know that I keloid. But me being a picker, right?
Oh
I'm picking. I'm like a little crackhead or something. Like, I'm like picking. To the point where I'm like bleeding. So like with my kids, so I tell my kid, like, you're just trying to pop it because you're like, what the fuck is that, And so I'm trying to pop it and I pick at it, but then I learned like, oh my god, I keloid. So even on my back, that's what happened. Like, I would keloid and I would just like pick it, and then it would.
You haven't tried like
the silicone stuff?
Okay, acid or something like that?
I started doing
or facials. Even go get back facials.
I have done that like once or twice, but I'm probably horrible with it. But no, I have to do silicone shots to bring it down because I let it get so bad. But it's better than what it was in high school because it used to be really dark. Mm-hmm. But then I started getting treatments like after my daughter. And then it kind of brought it down because I started going to a dermatologist. And then that was when I was in Minnesota. So then when I came here, I think I got it done in TG like twice. Mm-hmm. And then that helped it a little bit too. But I need to continue it. So after they bring the keloids down, then I have to laser to even out the skin tone.
Well, there's treatment for it.
There's like, but they didn't really have that back then, Like they didn't have like all the big stuff. Mm-hmm. So it's all new now. So then I'm like, ooh, yay, let me jump on it. So I just need to be whatever with that. But even then, I'm just like now I don't care because I'm like, well, because then other people have other insecurities. Like I'm just like, well, at least like it could be worse. I could have like, I'm like, I guess that's my only insecurity. You know, I was like, well, people complain, even you're like, oh, I have a mom pooch now and whatever. People don't like their boobs. And I was like, well, that's not an insecurity for me. So I just like kind of think like, well, everyone has their own thing.
Yeah, for sure.
No one's like perfect. Besides the girls we probably see on IG.
Literally.
And I'm like, damn, she got a small waist, a big ass, and good skin. You bitch.
I know. I will say in high school, my biggest insecurity was you could not catch me at school without makeup on.
Oh, I remember you saying that. Yeah.
So I guess my skin, which I didn't even have bad skin.
You have really good skin.
I think it was just, but you know, back then lashes weren't a thing. So now
but
I can just rock no makeup.
Yeah, in high school we just cared so much. I remember in PE,
yeah,
I'd be like so shy to like change my shirt because I had like the scars.
Oh no,
and
I'd be scared to swim. I'd be like,
yeah. Oh,
my hair.
Yeah, no, I feel like,
because you know, back then I didn't have hand tied, so I had to do clip-ins. So I had to take off my clip-ins to swim, and then I'd be there with my fucking bob. And people would be like, no, I have hair.
Yeah. Did you cut it?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I just feel like high school is just like different.
Yeah, you have a lot of, for sure.
Yeah, so I think that was my thing. But now I'm just like, I embrace it because I have other qualities that I love. So I'm like, let me know. I was like, I could have, again, other insecurities, but I think the only one right now is just like...
Yeah. And I think we're always going to nitpick, like, the smallest thing.
I know. And then, like, when we film, then I'm like, I need this. Or
same.
I need under eye filler.
Same.
Or I need, like, something done. And it's just like, I need to stop.
I know. Like, my friend, whenever we take pictures with her, she's always like, oh, let's take a picture. I'm like, ugh. We dread it because she's always we have to take like 30 because she'll be like, oh, I like this, oh, I like that. I'm like, one and done. Like, I could look like shit, I don't care. Like,
I'm just like, whatever. Sometimes I don't look like, I'm like, if it's an ugly picture, I don't care. I was like, I won't look like that in person. I feel like sometimes people look better in person than in pictures.
Literally. That's true.
I feel like no, because or sometimes it could be the opposite. Like, maybe I over-edit my pictures, and they're like, bitch, you don't look nothing like your pictures. I'm like, oopsies.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I did edit. That's why.
It's called editing.
It's called editing.
Yeah.
It's a Photoshop picture.
Literally.
Which I don't hide. The only thing I don't Photoshop is, like, my body or something.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want my curtains all morphed. And,
like
or my kid's leg all bigger. I was like, why is one leg bigger than the other? I see that, and I'm just like, does she not see that?
I'm so
Oh my god, there was one girl, I remember.
You're like, why is the picture inverting?
Yeah, I was like, why is her doors curved? Does she see that? I was like, why is her man's pant, like, in? Or you don't see that? I'd be like, I pay attention to
you haven't seen the Kim pictures? There's been times where Kim has done that to her pictures.
I'm just like, and she's so perfect already, so that's why I'm kind of like, people are crazy. Oh my god, did you see that episode? Okay, we're gonna go into sex again. Okay. But anyways, Kim, I saw one where she's talking to Scott, and they're talking about like sex or whatever, and she wants the lights off. She doesn't like off? Like she doesn't like to be seen.
Well, that's not within her sex tape.
Exactly. Well, it was kind of dim if you think about it.
It was not dim.
It was, her sex tape was dim.
Bright as fuck. I saw everything in that hotel room.
I know, you could still see everything, but the lights were off, no?
No.
It was like dimmer.
No.
I just remember it being dark.
It was nowhere close to dark. With Ray J?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe he had a flash on with the thing, but...
No.
Okay, maybe...
It was like orange, like ugly lighting.
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, no, there was lights on.
Oh, okay. So maybe that's why she felt... I don't know.
But why would she do it in the dark?
I was like, I don't know. I asked people that too. I'm like, how do you see anything? I like have to like see everything.
Yeah.
But like that's what I was saying. Like,
or like at least a TV on, you know, to give that like
intimacy where it's like darker.
Or some type of light that's not bright. You know what I mean?
No, I need it like daylight. Some people do.
Really?
Well, I mean, it doesn't have to be daylight, but I'm just saying like
there has to be some type of light on. Like you have to see.
Yeah, like how do you see anything? But I mean. To each their own, whatever works for you. Like, I'm not trying to, like, judge people for wanting the lights off, but it just surprised me.
I have heard that, though, that people do, like, something with the light off, but I'm like,
so she was...
Are you calling me ugly?
I'm just like, well, I can't see anything. I can't even see when it's going in and
out.
Like, I want to see still what's going on here. You know?
You're like, you're going to end up fucking my armpit instead of...
Yeah, wrong hole. Sarah, that's my thighs. It's not my vagine. Yeah.
I'm so dead.
You know, like
He's like, why am I hanging up? You're like, that's my knee.
Yeah. That's my knee, sir. My ankles. My kinkles or something.
So dead.
But yeah, it just surprised me because she basically said it too. She's like, I could be around hundreds of people doing photo shoots naked, right? But when it comes to that, she's
that's
just
weird.
like, don't look at me. And that surprised me because Kim is just so...
Sexual.
Obviously, we look at her and she's just so beautiful, right?
And she's very sexualized
like,
because she's always like naked or half naked.
So it's like interesting to see that, like, that's something for her. I guess that would be like maybe her insecurity of like
maybe
being really shy when it's like more
if I
intimate.
have that body.
Yeah, girl, lights on.
Literally.
That's me now, and I don't even have her body, you know?
Oh my god,
But,
that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, that surprised me.
Fact of the day. Or fun fact of the day.
Fun fact. I saw it last night, and I was like, oh, I'm going to talk about this. Because I'm sure we're going to talk about fucking...
sex.
Yeah,
dirty
always.
shit. Yeah. Oh my god.
Everything's referenced to that all the time.
That's funny.
I'm like, oopsies. But that's all my clients. I'm like, why do my clients always want to open up to me about this? We want to know. Yeah.
Well, I mean,
like,
those are the conversations that we have
Mm-hmm.
on the daily, you know?
Yeah.
But.
Yeah. I've learned too, everyone has a different kind of nasty too.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, it's like, they think they're nasty. But they're two positions.
Not even parental guidance, it's just G.
Yeah.
It's rated G.
Rated G. But that might be nasty to them because that's all they know.
Yeah.
That's what
I mean. I could see specific people that would carry themselves that way, like, sexually.
Mm-hmm.
But,
like,
I'm gonna say it on here. Like, specific, like, people like,
mm-hmm. That would carry themselves differently, as in, what do you mean? Like they are sexual or they're not?
Like, they're sexual, but their sexual their sexual ways are, like, very...
bland?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. But, like, again, that's probably all they know.
True. Or maybe they could be the fucking audios. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? Maybe.
Oh.
That's true. They could look sexual and be like...
Yeah, but always be open, you know?
I think so,
be open
too.
to new things.
Especially when you have a
up.
long like a partner you've been with for a long time. I think it's good.
You always have to leave it. I mean, you always have to keep it alive, and
that's like our whole podcast for today.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Shush.
Okay.
Schmecks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's.
I was like, what?
I was like, that's all. We didn't mean to lead it up to that, but that's just where our mind goes every time.
I'm pretty sure they'll like it though. It's different.
Yeah, but no, I swear to you, that's like a lot of my conversations with my girls.
Yeah. Well, because we could relate.
But like some of them aren't, you know, they don't do a lot of this stuff too. So I'm just like, oh, okay, well that's like you're kind of nasty. You know.
But like they're not open to like trying new things. Have you ever told them?
No, or they don't maybe they don't like it, but I feel like sometimes maybe, well, some don't get too detailed with it because maybe they're not as open or they don't know as much. Mm-hmm. So they're just like, oh, we do this, but I'm like, but how? It's like, yeah, you suck dick, but like, what do? Do you like, go into the balls or like, do you like?
Remember?
Oh yeah.
When you're like, she says she sucks dick, but we don't think she sucks dick.
Yeah. I was like, she probably is all teeth. Or all neck.
Or she's probably like, ew, can it play for me?
Yeah.
Because it's different whenever you claim that you do and you don't.
It's like, just because you've done it doesn't mean you enjoy it. Like, or they want to be, oh yeah, I do that. Do you? Well, what do you do when you suck? Like, I want to know.
Yeah.
Like, do you
go into detail.
Yeah, I was like, do you stroke it at the same time?
Did you ask her?
No.
Oh, you should. Oh, well.
No, because they won't get into detail with that. I won't ask people, like, but certain clients I am close to, or they'll just be like, oh, like, my jaw locks. I was like, why is your jaw locking up? What are you doing?
Because that's just too big.
Are you using more head than hand? I was like, sometimes if you want to, like, rest your, like, don't do this. Who does this? Like,
I don't like that it's too big. Because think of it, if you're like,
yeah, but I'm like, use your hand so then you don't have to use so much of your mouth.
That too.
Or
have him do it.
No, like, you do it.
Have him, like that girl that was crying
and
at the end of the bed.
double fisting too, if it's big. So then it feels like it's in the chin, and then your mouth is right there.
So it's all covered.
Yeah, and then it's like if you're stroking at the same time. What do they call it? I think it's called the double something 3000. I don't know what they call it.
The glut 3000.
Yes.
And he tells me all the fucking time.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's so annoying.
Yeah, so that's
you know what he calls it? When we go to when we go to Costco You know, the hot dogs.
Oh my god,
And he's always
Polish
like,
hot dog?
and he's always like, you want a Glug 3000? And I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, I'm hungry today. Every time. And I'm like, whenever our son gets older and he like knows, like, you cannot say this around him.
Yeah. He's gonna be like,
I had a Glug 3000 today for lunch.
They're like, oh, wait. The kid's in school.
Yeah, literally. So
that's funny.
That's what Eddie calls it. So that I know that phrase.
That's funny. I was like, it's funny what they call it, because I'm like, there's so many ways to do it, but I'm always interested to see how someone else does it. 'Cause I'm always curious. I'm like, do you use like your mouth to like cover your teeth, or do you like to like just use your mouth and just open? I'm just so curious. I just love to see how others do things, because I'm like, I only know what I do, you know. So I'm just
like, they'll teach you things too.
What?
Like, if other people
that's why I'm like,
it,
oh, how do you do this? Like, what do you like when you do that? I like details. I want to know. Yeah. Anywho.
People are gonna be like, whoa.
Yeah, this could go on for 2 hours. I think we should stop. We'll end it here. Yeah, because now we got to do our photo shoot. So. Yeah. Alrighty. Well, I guess that's all for today. We will see you next time. Bye.